Hey everybody, Dr. Alien 201 here, and here happens to be on the balcony of my condo in New Yorktown. But we're not going to be staying here in New Yorktown long. I plan on going out and finding a new place to build a new base. That's right, it's time to move on and do some things that are just for me. You know, this me, not either of the other me's. I'll come back to working on, I do still want to put a bigger balcony on the condo in New Yorktown. I want to do a little bit more in Gotham at some point, but not right at this particular moment. Today, we're going looking for a place for an underwater/underground base, and I'm hoping to find something relatively quickly and a fair distance away from any of the other places that we got, and we'll see how that works out. Now, I don't know how much travel we're going to do. We're already a few thousand blocks away from where we started, utilizing an Elytra Trick. Elytra Trick I learned from watching a Zoomovoid. And sometimes, there is parity between what you can do on Java and what you can do on Bedrock. The Elytra Trick that I use works. I'll explain it in a minute, but here's a good likely location to start our first little venture under the sea. And for a start, this looks not too bad. We got some squid, some flat places for doing some building. And, we might find something a little bit more interesting, too. You never know. We'll just have to take a look around and see what we find. But to the Elytra Trick, basically, if you use a single rocket and you angle yourself at 45 degrees from the ground or to the or away from the ground, you can cover some vast distances on a single or even a couple of rockets. You do have to get pretty far up. High up there, like get up around build limit and go from there, and you can travel quite a bit of a ways on a single rocket. Now, this looks like we might have some promise over here. We're looking for a bigger area than what we have had over there, although it looks very promising. So I'm just gonna, I could have flown, but I want to be able to do some more exploring if this doesn't work out quite right. But look at this, we're getting some nice ocean looking over here, so we might be, there looks like there might be a valley down there. That might be perfect. Let's take a look, see. And we're in. Okay. There's a cavern here already. This is looking promising. Let's do a little exploring. I want to be able to have an area similar to this where you can go under areas and dig up or down or around. But I want to have a few areas where you can access, the water above. Because, as you can see, even with respiration on my helmet, it is a pretty tight spot to be in, because you can't just go up for air. Now, I know there were some magma cubes over there that I could have got some air with, and that's fine. I can dig in if I need to, like up there, which I'm going to do right now, actually, because I'm getting close to needing air. There we go. Oh, look, glow squid. There we go. Continuing on. Oh, poor squiddy. And continuing on, this looks like a nice flooded crevice. This is something like this would be nice too. If you could find something like this where you got a crevice like this and you can get enough people, you could build an underwater city here. People building in either side and come in and out. You need a conduit, but that might be doable. And look, it splits off that way. It looks like it splits off in about 3 directions. But this is a little bit big for what I'm looking for just myself. and maybe a couple other people if they're interested. But this, we could put all the Batcrafters down here and have like a whole underwater city, or we could just flood Gotham, I suppose. But that's a lot of work just to flood it. Oh, got to get it. See, this is what I mean, like having access just to get up to the surface of the water, just so that doesn't happen. But that's why I brought lots of food. That's why I brought the rockets. Not the rockets. I brought the tools so I can just carve in. I'm so close to this, being able to go up to the surface. And while there is potential here, it's too big for what I'm planning. So I'm going to have to go looking for another place. Although this was fun to look around. And I think we're going to need to find something else. Okay, so that trip was a bust. I went to a few more places after that, and I just couldn't find what I wanted. I wanted to go to the opposite way of where I've been before and see what I could find out past New York Town, out where nobody was. Maybe I'll find something a little bit more my speed somewhere else. I don't know. But it was worth the look. I mean, yeah, like, you know, we're heading into Gotham at the moment. Now, this is where you can see I'm going down at about a 45-degree angle here and swoop up and just miss the mountain. And then swoop down. Not exactly a perfect demonstration of the Elytra technique I was talking about. There's Foxy's mountainside base. But it gets you pretty far. Like, this whole bit was on one rocket. But hopefully, next time I log on, I can find us what we're looking for. Maybe another day. You know, these are the breaks sometimes. It just didn't quite work out today. Too bad. And we're back. Another day has passed. We're actually a couple of days out in real life. But we are here back on the Batcraft server, and as you can see, we're no longer in Gotham. Why are we here, just on the edge of this place? Well, I found what I was looking for. Yes, indeed, there's my boat. Found a bay, and there's a beacon down there. It's giving me haste and regeneration. I know most people would do a haste 2 beacon, but the amount I get attacked by drowns down here, regeneration actually is more helpful to me. But I got regular haste. I got haste 1, so it's not instant mining, but it helps. And, oh, look, more glow squid. I'll have to go kill those later. So apparently they cause server lag. And we have Conduit, which makes perfect sense for an underwater area. And, oh, I've got a window here. I wonder what that's all about. Perhaps this door has something to do with it. Yes, that's right. I found where I'm going to make my underwater dwelling. And here, I'll just give you a quick look around at what we currently have. There's not much going on yet. Haven't got any decoration going. Just carved out a good portion of the room. Now, I decided to go tall instead of wide here. But I also built this window here, and I have an idea as to what I want to do here. I'm just not sure how I'm going to go about pulling it off yet, but I want to be able to use this as an observing window, you know, to kind of like an aquarium. But I'm not sure if I want to put more, you know, sea lanterns out there, or get some glow lichen and put it out there, or maybe something else. And I just hit my head on the ceiling. Okay, here we go. And here I've tunneled straight up, or straight down, depending on how you want to do it, to under the water. So there's a dome right here, so I can come up and look. I'm going to make this an observation room as well. But this is right at the sea floor, or the bay floor. As you can see, I've already started making my modifications. And yeah, I think this is going to work out perfectly. So we have some underwater base action going on in the next video or two. Get this all set up, because the castle's pretty much where I want it. And I just want to take a break from building the village. So we're going to work here. And in the meantime, hope you all have a good day.